Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're travelling back to October 29th, 1312. On this day, the Treaty of Inverness was signed between Robert the Bruce of Scotland and representatives of King Haakon V of Norway. This treaty reaffirmed an earlier agreement, the Treaty of Perth, and played a vital role in cementing Scotland's hold over key territories in the Western Isles while easing long-standing tensions with Norway. The roots of this story reach back nearly 50 years to the Treaty of Perth in 1266. After years of conflict over the Hebrides and the Isle of Man, Scotland and Norway had come to an agreement. Norway, led by King Magnus VI, ceded these territories to Scotland in exchange for an annual payment of 100 marks. While this was a diplomatic victory for Scotland, it didn't settle all disputes between the kingdoms. Norway continued to control Orkney and Shetland, and this lingering presence led to recurring points of tension. These territories in the North Sea held both strategic and economic importance, with access to fishing grounds and trade routes that each kingdom coveted. By the time Robert the Bruce rose to power, Scotland was dealing with complex relations not only with England but with other neighbours, including Norway. Robert's connection to Norway ran deeper than most Scottish kings, as his sister Isabella had been married to the former King Eric II of Norway. This familial tie provided a foundation for diplomacy, allowing Robert to take steps toward a more stable relationship with Norway, which he hoped would strengthen Scotland's sovereignty and focus his efforts on securing independence from England. On October 29th, 1312, Robert the Bruce travelled to Inverness to meet with Norwegian representatives and address unresolved issues. The resulting Treaty of Inverness reconfirmed and expanded on the terms of the Treaty of Perth, setting a new path for Scottish-Norwegian relations. One of the treaty's key provisions was a clear statement affirming Scotland's sovereignty over the Hebrides and the Isle of Man. This reaffirmation not only quieted any lingering Norwegian claims over these lands, but also gave Scotland secure control of strategic island territories that bolstered its standing in the region. To further solidify the agreement, Robert arranged a new payment structure, increasing Norway's annual payment from Scotland to 200 marks. This adjustment was both a diplomatic gesture and a practical solution. By doubling the payment, Robert emphasised his commitment to peace and avoided any perception of lingering debt from the Treaty of Perth. The Treaty of Inverness also addressed long-standing disputes over fishing rights and trade in the North Sea. For both Scotland and Norway, control of the sea and its resources was economically essential. By formally recognising each kingdom's fishing rights and trading privileges, the treaty diffused potential conflicts over these lucrative waters. This agreement benefited both kingdoms economically, reinforcing a spirit of cooperation that would ease interactions for years to come. One of the most significant aspects of the treaty was its formal recognition of Scotland's control over the Western Isles, including Lewis and Harris. With this acknowledgement, Scotland strengthened its territorial integrity, extending its influence across the northern waters and establishing more secure borders. For Robert, the success of this treaty was a major stride in consolidating his rule. It allowed him to stabilise relations with Norway, freeing him to focus more on his battles with England. The Treaty of Inverness wasn't just an exercise in medieval diplomacy. For Robert the Bruce, it was a vital part of his strategy to bolster Scotland's independence. By forging stronger ties with Norway and clarifying Scotland's borders, Robert enhanced his own power, unified Scotland's territories, and built the nation's standing on the world stage. The legacy of the Treaty of Inverness is subtle but profound. The treaty brought an end to decades of disputed claims in the Western Isles and secured peace with Norway, helping to strengthen Scotland's emerging identity as a distinct kingdom with its own national interests. For Robert the Bruce, this treaty was a testament to his diplomatic skill, complementing his battlefield victories with a lasting peace that enriched Scotland's future. Thank you for joining us on this day in Scottish history. Join us tomorrow for another journey through Scotland's past. I'm Colin MacDonald. Until next time, haste ye back.